longer. That's it. Now take up a little bit more rein. Almost have him in a position where you feel like if you wanted to go walk to canter, he's light but quick off of the leg, relaxed through the neck so you can flex in one way, slowly through straight and then the other, without losing the straightness. See, he carries quite a lot of weight onto the outside left ball.
Yeah.
So, sorry, inside left ball. So make sure when you flex into the right, he doesn't feel like he's bulging out to the left leg. That's it. Now take the rein shorter. That's it. Head and neck into the back of the collar a bit more. Long thigh and then up into trot. Sit back. That's it. Now watch the neck doesn't get a bit tight. Because sometimes you have to watch that the lower jaw isn't being drawn into the chest. And again, that same principle that you did earlier on the longer rein works in the more collected outline. That's it. Good. So you're looking for a bit more of a metronome trot to start with. You can play with making the trot bigger once the hind leg is sitting a bit further underneath. My feeling is if you ran him too forward at the beginning, you would just end up with a horse on its forehand going very fast. That's it, good. Now pick up the shoulder a bit more and shorten the rein a tiny bit. Make sure the left rein doesn't end up longer than the right. That's it, and play with the flexion. And then what I want you to do is take that flexion.
Yeah.
The most important thing is that you don't have to make the flexion into lateral work to start with. What I mean by that is, if you bend him to the outside and he was to swing his quarters dramatically in, then he is evading the suppleness because he'll put his head to the right and his haunches to the left. That doesn't make him bent, that makes him straight at a diagonal angle.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start with, the submission that you want is in the base of the neck. Once you've got the submission that you can keep the horse's hind legs behind the shoulders and change the flexion and keep the elasticity to the trot, then and only then you can then ask him to do more positioning in shoulder fore or shoulder in. So shoulder in being the greater angle. That's it, keep your head a little bit squarer on your shoulder. That's it, and now just touch him politely with the stick. So yeah, good. And you need some reaction. So even if he swishes his tail, that's not a negative, it's a positive. Because if he swishes his tail, you're getting a reaction. That's far, far better than no reaction. Now just take the rein a little bit shorter, not to bring the chest, the chin in the chest more, but to allow the neck to be flexible but lifted a little bit more. So his withers, yeah, good. Now change the rein. His withers need to feel like they're up when the pole is flexible. You can have a flexible pole, but the shoulders might be slammed onto the ground. Then it's harder for the hind leg to ever come forward because the weight is on the forehand. It's a catch 22, chicken and egg. That's it.